Scales come in many colors, shapes, and sizes. Which do you have? Let's find out, because it's the topic of our 2-minute pest. Tom, tell me a little bit about scale insects.
Well, you know, there's two types of scales. One of them is the armored scale, which I think we have on the magnolia here pretty much, and that's a pretty protective covering there. It's kind of hard to get to them. And then we have the soft scales, and I don't think we really have an example. I think this is armored also there. But soft scale would be wax scale and cottony cushion. Mealybugs are related to that also. And if you have the soft scale, you're more likely to see what I have here, and that's going to be the sooty mold on the surface of the leaves. And you can really see it. This is flaking off here, which is kind of nice, but underneath this sooty mold, which is a fungus that's feeding on the excreta of the scale, you're going to find green leaves. So this is part of the problem that people see, but they report this but don't see the scale insects quite often.
And really, if you control the scale insects, you'll control the sooty mold.
Yeah, you can, and if you really need to take this off, then an oil spray will normally do it, or even insecticidal soap over a period of time.
Hard spray water if it's that flaky.
Yeah, if it's just flaky like this here, but the scales that you have are tougher, and you probably won't see the sooty mold with those.
Now, does each plant normally have a scale pest? Is it
It
similar
seems
like
like
that?
it, yeah, and some of them have their very own scale pests, like this one here. I don't see that many other places.
And what kind of damage do you see from scale?
Well, it's piercing sucking, and what they're doing is just taking the juices out of the stems, and you start to see little yellow areas. Sometimes you can see it from the bottom side. So they're reducing the vigor of the plant. And this scale here will get way down at the bottom of those stems there. It gets hard to control at that point in time.
Get some tipping out.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think really you're going to have to manage it with a systemic insecticide, and we're out of time, but just remember that there are lots of scales, lots of different shapes, sizes, and you're probably going to be best off managing it with a systemic insecticide.